Good morning. Apologies for looking absolutely horrendous this morning. The last couple of days suffered with a bad throat. I sound a bit grim, but I actually feel a hell of a lot better today. Not ideal, considering I'm on a photo shoot prep at the moment, but this has been a long time coming, this video, something that I've wanted to do for a long time, to explain about what I'm doing with my physique at the moment. I'm currently 1 week out from a photo shoot, and I wanted to create a longer bit of content to help people understand exactly what it entails. I don't even sound like me right now, it's really annoying. So yeah, this is just going to be a full day of eating, a full day of training, or a full day, and just a bit of a day in the life, I guess. But it's going to be slightly different. So I'm currently 1 week out, as I've mentioned, and I've been on quite low calories. So training day calories have been around 1,630 calories. Rest day has been 1,500 calories. Now it's been like that for a little bit of time, and it's starting to take a bit of an effect. Fatigue has started to kick in. I'm very flat at the moment. I've been losing quite a lot of weight quite quickly, but all in a good way. It's exactly what we wanted. Cardio's been high, steps been relatively high, and it's all coming together nicely, and it's starting to affect things a little bit in terms of I look like this. I mean, it's partly down to this half cold that I've got, but you know, looking a bit tired. I'm looking a bit pale, although the weather sucks, so that doesn't help. But because of how responsive my body's been, my coach has given me a higher day of food today. So it's going to be slightly different to what I'm normally doing at the moment. I'm very conditioned with what I'm having, and pretty much for the last 2 weeks I've been having the same thing every day. Sounds boring, don't really care at this stage. It gets results. I actually really enjoy those foods as well, which makes it a hell of a lot easier. If you don't enjoy the foods that you're having, then you're going to find it boring. But I've been enjoying it on the whole. Obviously I could eat more, but to be honest, I've still been fitting in 4 meals a day. You just got to be planned, got to be prepared, and like I say, picking those foods that you actually enjoy that work for your goal. So I've been on the same food every single day, near enough. So today's going to be slightly different. Today I've got, I think it's roughly around 2,650, 2,700 calories. So I haven't had a higher day yet. I went away to Marbella for a few days recently and had some different foods, which gave me back some life as well, like not feeling as fatigued and as tired. So today the idea is to put in some more carbohydrates, a lot more. It's actually about 350 grams of carbs. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll give me some life. I've only just woken up. I look horrendous right now. Feel a little bit flat. The scale weight is still pretty low, although it jumped up a little bit last night. I've now actually lost just over 9.5 kilograms on this cut, and it's been about 12 weeks, 11 weeks, I think. So yeah, all moving in the right direction. Loads of food today. I cannot wait to have some more food, just to get some life back into me and see how my body responds. So I'll bring you along for it as well, if my voice stays. And I'll show you current physique. I'll show you that in a sec, because I've not eaten or drunk anything just yet. So you'll see what it's like completely flat, and then post-workout as well. I'm training with a client and good friend of mine, Dan, today. We're going to a different gym than we normally go to. Quite a new one, loads of good kit. And yeah, and you can actually hear in there. My current gym is far too loud to film anything like this in, so something different to look forward to today. But the main reason for this video is to explain a bit more about photo shoot prep and the process. A lot of people that I work with want to get leaner. Not everyone comes in and wanting to do a photo shoot, and that's perfectly understandable. I don't push everyone to do it. It's only a very small percent that I do. I like pushing people towards doing photo shoots sometimes if they're a good fit for it, because it just means that you have a specific date that you know is coming, and that you are going to do everything in your power to push towards that date. That does mean sacrifices. I'm all about having balance in life. I have balance for me, but when you're doing something like a photo shoot and you want to get in that sort of level of condition, then that balance needs to sway the other way towards sacrifice and leaving some things on the table. However, I've had 2 holidays in that time. I've moved back from the Middle East back home for the summer. I've had a couple of events here and there that I've had to navigate. So it's not all been just sacking everything off in my social life and being boring. But ultimately, I am making sacrifices a lot at the moment, and it's paying off. I'm enjoying the process. I've loved it. Don't get me wrong. It is tough. And this is what I wanted to say. When people want to get leaner, there's a difference between getting lifestyle lean and getting photo shoot lean, and then like bodybuilding competition, that sort of level. I'm personally and professionally not interested in that side of things. The closest I'll get someone to is like a photo shoot. It's going to look different on everyone, and it depends on everyone's situation, their experience, how hard they can actually push it. For me, I want to be the absolute best that I can be with my own physique, with my business, etc. So I'm going all in with it. There's no stone unturned. This is why I've been so bang on it. And I want to be a leading example for my clients of not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. And this is what you're going to see with a video like this of the process and you know how hard it is, and to the point where, you know, energy last week, especially on Sunday, was so bad that I lied down on my bed for 3 hours. I never do that. I'm a proactive person. I was snappy. I was short with people, and people might be thinking, why would you put yourself through that? Well, it's a test. It's a test of discipline, and it's the delayed gratification. I know that next week I'll be bringing the best version and package and physique that I have ever bought just by making a few sacrifices here and there, and it's only temporary. This isn't something that's I'm going to be doing forever and ever. This has been 12 weeks, probably going to be 13 weeks. I think I don't even know off the top of my head. I've got brain fog at the moment. I'm brain dead this week, but that's what it is. It's 12 weeks of having pure focus, and it pays off, not only with my physique, but my business is in the best place that it's ever been currently. Even going into summer, where typically people are going away, they're not as fussed about their fitness, their health, their physique goals. My business is in the best place it's ever been. My physique is in the best place it's ever been. And it's no coincidence that when you start focusing on yourself, you set more boundaries, you set some goals, some clear targets, you stick to them every single day. My routine is on point. It's I can't even talk. It's no coincidence that doesn't translate into every other area of my life as well. So the process is very, very enjoyable. I find it enjoyable. It's challenging, and who doesn't want a challenge? It's so rewarding, or it will be. I only really started seeing the changes physique-wise from about week 10 of this cut. It all started coming together. And people don't really get to that stage. They don't allow them to get to that stage to be able to actually see those changes. So it's about trusting the process as much as possible. And I've got a couple of clients doing the shoot with me next week, and Dan, who I'm training with today, he's doing the shoot next week along with another client as well. And it's all about trusting that process. So I've enjoyed it, but don't get me wrong, it's tough. Getting photo shoot sort of lean, or the way that I want to be looking for that, which is the best that I've ever looked, it is tough. There are going to be sacrifices. There are going to be times where you doubt yourself. Self-doubt creeps in all the time, and I have it myself. Part of the reason why I have a coach, but also I've got the experience of going through similar things like this before. I know what to expect. So if you're someone who wants to get in photo shoot condition, or want to push yourself towards a photo shoot, just know it's going to be tough. You have to trust the process. You have to be so consistent. You have to make sacrifices. But ultimately, you're going to come out the other end being so proud of what you've achieved, having built discipline that will translate into every area of your life. And it is a great experience, but it's difficult. It's getting to the point now where it's difficult. This is why having a higher food day today, I'm excited for, because it will hopefully give me a new lease of life. It will show me and my coach an idea of what I'm going to be looking like on the day, going through like a peak week as well next week of where we start to load up on food, etc. So the plan for today is I'll show you my food. Well, first off, I'll go and show you my physique, what I'm looking like in the morning with no food in me, no water, nothing, weighing in at my lightest. It's not very, well, I just feel skinny and scrawny at the moment. And then I'll show you the food that I'm having. So my first meal of the day is going to be 100 grams of oats with 90 grams of blueberries. And that is double what I have been having. I usually add some 10 grams of dark chocolate, but that's not in today. We're prioritizing carbohydrates, so it's very carb heavy. This is specific to me. This isn't saying what you should be having. This is just very specific protocol for me. So I'll be showing you that. I'm also playing 2 hours of paddle later on, so cardio is going to get boxed off nice and easy today. So I might show you a clip of that. I might bring the camera along for that just to see a little bit of it. But yeah, I'll show you the food, I'll show you the training, and hopefully you get some value from this, because ultimately doing longer form content like this means that I can show you a little bit more about all the processes. So let's go and have a look at the physique, and then it's time for the first meal of the day. Okay, so here is a current physique update, and the lighting isn't great, but we'll just go for it anyway because the sun is shining in, and this is the best place in the house for it. Although the weather's been terrible and it's not been warm at all, the side effect from losing a lot of body fat means you get cold. I've been cold all week. My hands, like freezing, my nose, everything's just been cold when I'm working. It's a weird thing, but this is the current rig. And we will see an update after my gym session, which is going to be in the morning. So I don't know how good. Let me close this. I don't know if this will be too dark or if that's any better at all. But this is what we're working with. Flat. Nothing in me. Probably doesn't look that impressive. But we've been losing weight. We've been shredding. And I'm not the best at posing at all. My best shot is like this, or on the side. I don't do this sort of thing too often, but this is what we're looking like. So I'm happy with this. This means that my body's going to respond very well to some carbohydrates. You don't know how excited I am to now 100 grams of oats, by the way. Buzzing. Next up, first meal. Then on the way to pick up Dan, go to the gym, which is PHX in Whittam, or Fix, I don't know how you say it. Pre-workout's going to be a snack. Pre-workout's going to be a squares bar as well, and a Monster, because I need some life in me. I need some caffeine. I'm not having coffee or anything like that at the moment. What's getting me through is a can of Monster. And I don't always have them now. I mix between that and like an iced coffee. And when I'm in the Middle East, I just rely on coffee because you can't get Monster over there. You can only get C4, and it's £5 a can. And that principle, I'm not paying for it. So today we're going to go ham. We've got posterior, which is back with some legs in it as well. So hamstrings, bit of glutes. And I haven't said about my training split actually. So training split has been the same the whole way through this. So it's been, I think, 17 weeks in total with my coach, but only 11 weeks like cut-in roughly. My training split stayed the same the whole time because you don't need to switch up your program very often. If it's working, it's working. I actually hit PBs last night training at the gym as well. Even on these low calories, it's an absolute myth that you can't get stronger. So I train 5 times a week. I'm doing push, pull, lower. Then I'm having a break. And then I'm doing a push again. And then posterior, which is what I'm going to be doing today. 9,000 steps a day with 5 lots of cardio at 35 minutes. But today we're replacing that with some paddle. So first meal, let's go. I'm so excited. Just quickly, while I'm midway through these oats, I forgot to add, I do have 40 grams of whey in here as well. And I always put whey in my oats in the morning. Adds a bit more of that creamy texture to it as well, I would say. And I just go for vanilla, mixes well with everything. But yeah, 40 grams in there with 100 grams of oats, 90 grams of blueberries, powerful, and it's going down very well. Here we are at the Bridgeau household. Just waiting for him to come out, and I'm going to crack open a squares bar and my Monster. Exciting times. Feel good after the first meal. It's weird to eat a meal and actually feel like fully satisfied and full up with it. I haven't had that in a long time. I've always been left wanting more, but that actually filled me up nicely. So that was decent. Chocolate caramel squares bar, best in the game in my opinion. More carbs going in. Then I've got my drink that I have throughout the session as well. There's a litre of water in here with EAAs, creatine, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt as well, just so we can secure that pump. But wait for Bridgeau to come out, and then we'll say hi to him, then we'll get to the gym. Here he is. He's finally woken up. Here's the big dog.
Here we go.
All right.
We're doing.
What happened this morning? I wanted to capture.
Oh mate, I obviously had my banana bread ready to go.
Banana bread?
You know the banana bread I made?
Oh yeah.
We've already had 3 bits of that, nice weighed out. Gone mouldy.
No. Oh shit.
Killed me.
Wait, what do you mean? What, straight away?
It's just like, because obviously I made it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to save that for the gym sesh. And
So you couldn't have it, or you've had it?
Couldn't have it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you'd had it, and then you'd realise it was mouldy.
No, it was mouldy, so I was like, I had to switch it up. So,
what have you had instead?
Toast with some jam on. It was good.
Sit alright?
Yeah, it was good. I haven't had it in a long time, so.
Let's get to the gym.
Gorgeous.
Here we are, PHX, Bridgo warming up. I'm doing back, legs, well no, back and glutes and hamstrings today. Bridgo's doing back and a bit of chest, so we'll peel off, but sick gym, loads of equipment, all Panatta, Atlantis, good kit. Dan representing Level Up today. We're both cold, generally because of body fat at the moment, but I've got 3 layers on right now, and it's a known fact that when you take your pump cover off, 10% more gains. So hopefully they'll be coming off at some point, but we'll just warm up. See, both of us are a little bit flat this morning, and this is an important reminder that we could have easily sacked this off, but we've got a big goal in mind. Just warmed up on some pullovers, already feeling much better. So now we're going to get stuck into a glorious lat pull down, but you're not always going to have loads of energy, you're not always going to be motivated, but when you get into the gym, you get moving, you'll feel 100 times better. So get stuck in now. Good. Is it? State of this guy. Can't see him. I don't want to be doing this. Jokes I do. It's loud here, I don't know if it'll be able to hear me. Contrary to what people think, I actually don't like filming my session. This is why I don't post tons of videos like this, because I just want to get in here and I want to focus and do it. So there's not many training clips today. Because A, I forget, and B, I just want to focus on what I'm doing. But I've got some RDLs. You're about to see some perfect form. Probably with a bit of a nip slip as well. Oh, I felt heavy. Bridgo getting a pump.
We could go back for back. Fuck that, we can go M for M. One got a body like Cameron. I'm the king at gym. We can go watch for change.
Do you know what the hardest thing about filming something like this is? Remembering to do it, because I don't particularly, like I said, enjoy filming if I'm doing it myself in the gym, because I'll forget and I just want to focus on it. Same with food, I just want to eat the food. Anyway, post-workout meal. I can't tell you how long it has been since I've had Cocoa Pops. I've got 90 grams going in with almond milk. That's the thing I've forgotten. With the no sugars almond milk. So the session was okay. is what I would say. It was only okay. It's not personally my favourite session of the week, but we got it done. So 90 grams of Cocoa Pops. This is going to be the most exciting thing ever. I don't even know if the bowl's big enough. Oh, getting close. Oh my God, unbelievable. Got to be to the gram. The volume of Cocoa Pops is a joke. And then with, no sugar almond milk. So second meal of the day. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Proper bowl that. And then with almond milk, see that off. And then I'll probably give it 45 minutes and then I'll go for the next meal as well, which hopefully I'll remember to film, but I'm just gonna sit down, enjoy this in peace. Right, next meal of the day is 90 grams of rice, 240 grams of tofu with peppers. I'll put a bit of teriyaki in there, a bit of ginger, a bit of garlic for some flavouring, with some pink salt, of course, and then some pepper. And the Cocoa Pops brought me back to life. My eyes changed, my energy changed. I feel 10 times better. So got an hour now until paddle. So I'm gonna see this off and then, we'll be on to the final meal of the day when I get back, which is gonna be pasta, which I haven't had in weeks. So we'll see how that goes, because generally speaking, rice has been sitting better. So I'm gonna enjoy this, then off to play some paddle. Here we go, final meal of the day. We've got a rare Kath in the kitchen. What are you having?
I'm having cheese, just cheese.
Just cheese?
No, I'm having pasta. My staple dish.
The most boring, bland, classic Kathy dish of tuna pasta.
So good.
With cheese. This is mine. Massive portion of pasta. That is 120 grams of rigatoni with 240 grams of corn mince and then 100 grams of veg here. Final meal of the day. Feel pretty good, especially after 2 hours paddle. Had loads of energy for that. So yeah, gonna wrap it up here. No more food for the rest of the day. I'm not having my Greek yogurt, can't fit that in. But I'm finishing the day, I believe it's about 2,700 calories, 360 something grams of carbs. Unreal. And then back to normal tomorrow for one more week. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all plated up, but it's massive and I can't wait to have it. Right, here we go. This is honestly, I think, the biggest bowl of food that I've ever had. I don't even know if that does it justice. There's my hand for reference, not that it does. Massive, heavy, not eaten this much food in a long time. So I'm not sure how this is gonna sit, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm gonna, that's it, right. Bloody light. Get you out of it.
Why?
I'm gonna finish it here as well. Hopefully you found some value in this, and I will be sharing a lot more to do with the last week of prep over this week as well. More on my Instagram. Let me know if you found it useful. Sweet, see ya. It's me again. Gone for a little walk after all that pasta. It actually went down so good and a bit too quick, so I had to slow myself down halfway through and took a little break. Very full now. It's a feeling I haven't had in such a long time, just being like, actually I am full. So that's today's food done. Then tomorrow we'll be going back to what my normal rest day calories are, so that's going to be tough on 1,500, or maybe not, I don't know. And then we will be starting peak week next week, where everything's just going to be changing a lot. Water, salt, everything's going to be changing to hopefully bring the absolute best for next Sunday. I'm buzzing for it now. It's crazy what this food has done for my energy today. It's kind of been in peaks and troughs. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited now and I can't wait to eat some food. What I've already planned for after seeing my mouth's watering even though I'm full up. For next week, Level Up Lean legend Tracy has ordered in a load of salted caramel brownies, I believe they are, and I've already planned for, I've got like a Biscoff Magnum at home. I'm going to put a brownie in the microwave, heat it up for a little bit, put the Biscoff Magnum on top, let it melt in. So I've got that to look forward to. 1 week left to go. So again, I hope you found this useful. I do want to do more like this. It's just, it is long and it is tough to do. But yeah, I hope you found it useful and got some value. If you have any questions on photo shoots, on getting lean, on anything like that, then drop me a message on Instagram. And yeah, like I say, I'll be documenting more of this week, probably on my story on Instagram. So speak to you